What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here to bring you guys another video today. So we're going to recap a few of the trades I took this week, a few of the trades people took in the Discords, a few of the big hitters this week. We're also going to look at the month of May, because now we've finished April, Monday, 1st of May. It's a new month. It's going to be interesting for trading. So we're going to look at some stocks I'm looking at going into May. And we're also just going to give you guys the usual tips and tricks, insights into this stock market. So before we do that, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. Just drop that thumbs up, hit the like button. Like I said, it's free, it's appreciated, and it helps with the algorithm. Make sure you comment and let me know your thoughts in this comment section as well. And also make sure you subscribe, hit the red button. Again, it's free and it helps with the algorithm. So if you appreciate these videos, just do those few things for me. Now, clearly you see I have the earnings tables pulled up here. Like I mentioned last week, we're coming to that big earnings season, guys. So Monday, we've got SoFi, Norwegian Cruise Lines, both reporting. It's going to be pretty interesting how those have an effect. Well, especially Norwegian Cruise Lines on the whole, cruise line industry. Then Tuesday gets extremely interesting. You've got Uber, Pfizer, Ford, AMD, BP as well, all reporting on Tuesday. That's going to be exciting, I tell you that. They don't have AMD here. I don't know why. But AMD should be there. Strange. The AMD is reporting Tuesday after hours, I know that. Moving on to Wednesday, we've got CVS. That will have an effect on the oil stocks, XOM, Oxy, MRO, which we'll also touch on later on. And Qualcomm also reporting after hours. You guys still remember QCOM? That's still about. You also got stocks like WWE, Etsy as well in there, Wingstop. Not as interesting, but also to note. Thursday, we get a little bit hotter. We've got Moderna pre-market, and then after hours, we will have Apple, Shopify, DraftKings, Coinbase, Lyft. Yeah, Thursday gets interesting. Oh, and pre-market, we also have Peloton and Shell. And then Friday, we get a few meme stocks going, as we will have AMC, the mighty AMC reporting, and then also Fubo as well. Fubo, which has been tanking just continuously. And there's also the Warner Brothers in there as well. You might want to take note of that. So that's the earnings. Now, moving on to the markets, how the markets were this week. Another crazy week, as has been the situation with the last few weeks, but we're still not really seeing a clear sense of direction. The good news is, towards the end of trading yesterday, we started to see a bit more of direction to the upside. We can have a look at that now. S&P 500 here. Here you go. So yesterday you started to see it pushing up, went from about 4.1K to about 4.16K. So it was a good jump. Last 5 days, again, if you look at the beginning and end of the week, not such a huge jump. But if you look at from where we went Wednesday until Friday, you see a bigger jump. So we're finally starting to get a sort of direction. Again, over the past month, not a huge jump, but again, some sort of direction. Let's go back to the homepage. Yep, tech earnings is a stock picker's market. Yep, those tech earnings are coming up. This earnings season is all about AI. All right, maybe that's something to note. All right, let's go into TradingView now. You can read your articles in your own time. Exxon, Chevron split over to... Okay. Also, yep, that's true. Don't forget your dividend stocks. Those will pay you when you don't have to do the work. So let's start off with the trades I took this week. It was pretty simple. I only took 4 trades this week. Monday, I took QQQ puts. And I think I'd say that was my play of the week, to be honest. Here we go, Monday, this day. So I took QQQ puts. If I just zoom a little bit, here you go. I took 315 puts, which ended up being about 280%. I'll show you the trade, how it panned out, why I took the puts, etc. Go. There we go, Monday. All right, so I took a 0 DTE 315 puts Monday. Here's where it happened here. So we struggled to break above the moving averages. Moving averages crossed down at the same time. It was a little bit of a risky play. I did say that to my group, but Once we got that rejection and we started downtrending, once we got to those levels and we started getting rejected and pushing down, that's all I needed for the puts. Before we knew it, we were at under 314. Now, I remember this play because I was live trading in Discord and also on Twitter Spaces, so it was like a double whammy. Posted it for free and posted it in Discord. Again, 280 odd percent of that. It was a pretty simple trade in my opinion. You see a rejection, you see a downtrend in moving average. I mean, that's all I needed. And I did not hold overnight because it was same day expiry. The next day, QQQ actually sold off even more. So that was crazy. And then Wednesday, we kind of got this annoying consolidation and push up, and then a downtrend. And Thursday and Friday was pretty similar, just rallies, straight rallies. That's Thursday rally and then Friday rally. So that was a trade I took Monday. And honestly, you could have took the same QQQ put Monday and Tuesday and then the same QQQ calls Thursday and Friday, really. Tesla, I also took a put on Monday. Now, this is a little bit too early, unfortunately. I took a 155 put. Let's go again. 155 put with Tesla. Now, it did a similar thing to QQQ. Hope you guys can see well. Did a similar thing to QQQ as it started downtrending and broke below the moving averages. But it got to about 158, found a nice level there and started uptrending. Second day, so Tuesday, kind of just stayed in this channel between 159 and 163, like a $4 channel. Didn't really give us a real sense of direction. And then Wednesdays when we finally saw the dropper open, look at that. Straight down to 153. Oops, what did I just do? All right, there we go, 153. And then pushed up, but then continued down, going to the end of the day, closing at $153.30. So that was finally when the puts came to life. And that would have all been all we needed for the, to make profit off the puts. But unfortunately, I did not hold till then. But as what happens a lot, I saw the play. It was there for me. I've said Tesla's bearish. It still is bearish. I think it's going to get rejected at the moving average and continue downtrending. A couple of days ago, we were just a little bit too early with the puts. But clearly, if you get in the puts anytime near now, I think we're going to see that downtrend. And then I also traded Alibaba this week. To the downside, I mean, what more do you want to see in a chart? Rejection at the moving average, failing to break above the 9, the 21, and the 200. Hanging below that $100 level. All we're seeing is bearish signs, bearish indications. So continue with the puts until we break and we see a confirmation of an uptrend, maybe a double bottom here. But yeah, until we see a confirmation of uptrend and an actual reversal, I'll stick with the puts on Alibaba, which also brings me on to JD, and we can start looking at the stocks we're going to look at going into next week now. Shout out Shonoff. Shonoff keeps breaking down JD. When it does start moving upwards and you're seeing signs that it could be happening soon, this is going to be on for the calls, guys. This is going to be on for the calls. Up to 37, up to around 44. We've got a $7 to $9 move coming to the upside. Shout out Shonoff again for that one. Also shout out to the rest of the Discord for always tuning in and being there with me, supporting. So yeah, Exxon is another one I'm looking at next week. Remember, we have CVS earnings. So Exxon, we've just been trading in this channel. I've been talking about Exxon calls since last week. We could be getting close to that time, and I think we are getting close to that time. Here it is, that struggle to break above $119.70 level. Once we break that, we're flying. A good CVS earnings Tuesday, a good Shell, BP earnings Wednesday, Thursday. It's looking good for Exxon. I'm excited about this one, I'll tell you that. I'll look at the Exxon calls. Remember, I'm also a shareholder, so none of this is financial advice. I'm not forcing you to buy, but it's looking good. I'm happy about that one. And then as I mentioned earlier, AMD earnings Tuesday. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm looking at this chart. You can see everything you need to see on this chart. Failed to break above my resistance level. Bounce on my support level, which was the previous sort of resistance. Now uptrending. Look, there's the crossover as well on the MACD. The MACD crossover. Pushing up now. I'm looking at AMD calls going into Tuesday. Tuesday is when they're reporting earnings. So I'm going to probably not hold anything overnight that day. I'll wait. I'll make my trade Monday, maybe also the first half of the day, Tuesday, to the upside. I'm thinking to the upside. Wait to see what happens at earnings, and then afterwards, trade a continuation. One thing I do want to highlight is if you do want to buy shares and you are long on AMD, $89 is not a bad price point. Check this out. It's made a recovery, and it's got a lot more recovery to do. So yeah, AMD cores and what I'm looking at this week. It's a pretty nice chart, AMD there. Yeah, I'm looking at AMD cores. Excited to see how earnings goes. And there was another stock I wanted to look at from that sector, MRO. That's why we traded this live yesterday on Spaces, Twitter Spaces. MRO really took off out the gates. Similar to AMD actually, the downtrend and the push up. Here you see it. Found the support at a previous support level or a place where it previously gapped down, and now starting to uptrend. MRO is also on watch to the upside. And they said we have Apple earnings Thursday, right? Big week for earnings. If you're not excited, I don't know what you're doing in this market. So here you see again, look at this beautiful chart on the daily. Just paying close attention to the moving averages, now breaking above my resistance, trending towards that 172 mark. I think we're going to see something similar what we saw with Facebook this week, or Meta this week. Just that break and shoot above. Look, I'll show you Meta. We saw something like this week with Meta. Look at that. Zoom, Jimmy Neutron, blast off. Bam. Oh, yeah, this is good. $25 gain. I'm not trading the Apple earnings, but I'm just saying, if you are one of those people that likes to take those risks, in an Apple, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if you see that push up. Look at last earnings. Zoom, Jimmy Neutron, blast off, out of space, gone. Think we see something similar with Apple this week, so I'll be looking at Apple calls as well. Please remember, none of this is financial advice. The market can just turn down and go its own way. That can easily happen. But as you've seen with Netflix a couple times now, when you have a good earnings, you shoot up and you fly off. But when you have bad earnings as well, you fly down in the wrong way. So yeah, that's mainly it for those stocks, guys. I may make another video either tomorrow or Monday, sometime for this week, just to drop for you guys, just to look at setups and show you how, again, I just specify setups and how I trade in general, how I view setups, review setups, and yeah, break charts down before I enter plays, and maybe also how I make a watch list. I might just make a video for that, 10-minute video, something like that. Yeah, lastly, before we leave, remember, our good COVID friends are reporting this week. Moderna and Pfizer, by the way, if you're wondering. Rejection moving average, they've been on a downtrend recently. We'll see what Moderna does. Last earnings sold off crazy. Earnings before that ran up crazy. Earnings before that ran up crazy. It's anyone's guess about Pfizer. Pfizer's been on a downtrend as well. And maybe it's going to continue. Did these guys... Yeah, I don't know. Did these guys even... Let me see. Yeah, okay. They have made... Yeah, they did make progress for a while and then started downtrending again within the last 12 months or so. So yeah, Moderna and Pfizer are both reporting. I think Pfizer's Tuesday, Moderna's Thursday. Oh, I did want to look at the cruise line. I did remember that. NCLH, Norwegian Cruise Lines. Let me point out something. This is what I'm talking about when I say tips and tricks. Long term, where is Norwegian Cruise Lines right now? $13. Long term, where could it potentially get up to? First, let's look at the 30s, so it could double, and then up to the 58s, which is where it was right before COVID. January 2020, right before COVID, is at 59. And within 2 months, it was at $7. Okay, no, but yeah, seriously, long term, keep this on. If you like investing in long term shares, I'm not saying get at these prices, but those prices look a bargain. They might not be, but they look a bargain. I definitely say look into that. Look into that. Wow. But yeah, we'll see what happens with their earnings. Their earnings could have an effect on CCL as well, Caribbean Cruise Lines, but CCL also reporting this week. Setting at a nice price point. If you were to look for a swing, Monday swing, I wouldn't mind swinging this up to around $13.75, about 40-cent gain, depending on how far in the money you are and depending on what price you get in. You could easily see about 30-40% returns within a few hours if it does go your way. So yeah, but that is mainly it for today's video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. As always, like I said, show some support, show some love, just drop a thumbs up, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. These videos cost time, just trying to help you, educate you, teach you, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, like I said, subscribe if you are new around here, if you're not subscribed yet. If you're not new around here, but you're not subscribed, you should still subscribe, okay? And yeah, overall, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, as always. Make sure you check out the Royal Trading Academy. That is our Discord. We have a lot of fun in there. Live call-outs, breakdowns, talking about stocks, all that kind of stuff. Also just hanging out after hours. Come and check out Royal Trading Academy. And then check out the Stock Option Starter Pack. That's 10 videos for you guys who have access to those videos for life. It's helped a lot of people make money. It's helped a lot of people learn the trading game. So if you want 10 videos all bunched together that you can have access to, go check out the Stock Option Starter Pack. And then lastly, help me out on the socials. Give a follow on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Wealth Prince. It is much appreciated. But that's it from me today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I go into making, you go into making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game over.